David. How are you? This is Yusuf, Legacy Motorcars of Austell.
Hey, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I appreciate you being patient with me. I know you sent me like 3 or 4 messages back to back. I see that you have a couple cars you're trying to get rid of, a Tesla, a Mercedes, a Audi. You rented them out. Something about a repossession. It's a long message. Just break it down for me, man, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so I bought a course on Turo for renting cars about 9 months ago.
Okay. And what kind of car did you buy?
It was the 2022 Tesla Model 3, the 2023 Mercedes C300, and then a 2023 Audi A3.
Okay, and how's your credit right now?
695.
Okay, 695. All right. So wait, you had one of the cars repossessed. What happened?
Yeah, so pretty much I had the Mercedes actually repossessed. And I actually had a guess that was you. And I was making payments on time. But when I called the bank, they said it was a breach of contract. I didn't know that could happen. I really didn't know what to do at that point. But honestly, it is what it is.
I'm guessing you financed all of them, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. What do you pay for each car, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, so the Tesla was $34,000, but I put a down payment down of about $3,000, and ended up with about a 12% interest. And then the Mercedes about $4,000, put about $2,000 down for that. And I forgot to mention I'm paying about $800 a month for the Tesla. I'm paying $1,000 a month for the Mercedes, and then Mercedes has the 11% interest. And the Audi is about $33,000. Put about $1,000 down, pay about $800 a month, about 14% interest with that one.
$3,000 a month on all these cars. Do you make money on them, or did you make money on them? I know the Mercedes repo now, but did you make money?
So if I'm kind of being honest with you, kind of limited. It's enough to cover the payments and a little bit more, but it is a lot of work.
Was it worth it?
Kind of. I mean, I don't know. It's not ideal, if I'm being honest.
Okay. So yes, you can get your car repossessed if you do rent out the car and explicitly states in the finance contract you can't rent it out or use it for Uber. A lot of people, I think, don't really believe that. Banks have definitely changed the rules now. So there's data aggregators that'll scan the internet and scan Turo and hire a car and all the other platforms where if they see the VIN number of that vehicle on the platform, then they'll go ahead and pick it up. It's just a risk thing for the banks. But yes, that can happen. I'm sure you were very surprised. And that's crazy that it was repossessed when you said you had a guest renting it out.
That's crazy. And honestly, point where I just kind of want to find out what my options are for getting getting out of what cars.
Okay, so you just want to sell them all.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Mercedes, that's repossessed, so you can't sell that. So when they sell the car at auction, if there's a difference, you have to pay the bank. But as far as the Audi, around $5,000 upside down on the Audi, about $7,000 upside down on that. So you probably have about $12,000 of negative equity. Do you have any money down to get out of the vehicles?
It would be around $6,000.
Okay, so that's not bad. So $6,000. To be honest, man, I can offer on these cars. You just have to send me pics in the VIN of the vehicle, and I'd be more than welcome to pick them up and buy them from you. Send the payoff amount to the bank, and the bank will send me the title.
I'm taking your options, man.
Okay, sounds good. So how about this? If you just want to get rid of all of them, the best way to do all that, man, is just send me the VIN, send me pictures of the car, and what I can do is I can get back to you on each one. If we like it, you just pay the difference. You're gonna have to come out of pocket regardless. Sometimes everything that glitters ain't gold, right? So I'm sure the course that told you you're gonna make so much money, and it ends up so many people that rent on Turo end up calling me trying to get out of the car because of negative equity, or it's too much work, or the payments are too much. So yeah, man, you're not alone.
Appreciate that. So seriously.
Absolutely. Thank you, David. Talk to you soon, brother.
All right, man. Talk to you later. Bye.
Man, there's a lot to unpack when it comes to this, right? As you saw, he was doing a Turo, so I understand why he was financing the cars, but he says he's probably making a little bit of money. But when it comes to this repossession, right, I'm pretty sure it was done illegally. I want to show you what my lawyer has to say when it comes to a repossession. Just listen to this really quick.
Repossessions can be legal. They can be if everything is done exactly to a T. But I would say, in my experience, well over half of repossessions are illegal. Not because you can't take the car because someone didn't pay on the loan, because they've done it the wrong way. That's what separates you from the rest of the people in this space, is you understand the real strength behind how you attack these. So here's what we do, Dave. Again, we're not going to say that every repossession is illegal and it's theft, all that nonsense. No. What we're going to do is go back to the beginning. So there are several laws that forecast and require every party in this instance, whether that's the tow truck company, the bank company, the collection company, the credit reporting agencies, they all have to follow such specific sets of requirements and steps. And if they miss just one, that repossession is illegal. And then I can get it removed from a credit report and compensation on top. So let me just give you some examples of what that is. Repos are very easy to get rid of off credit reports because they're almost all done illegally. And here's why. Before they repossess your car, they have to send you a letter. That letter has to have very specific things in it. Almost all of them don't. So if they don't send you that letter, the repo is illegal. I can get it removed from a credit report. If they send that letter and it's missing stuff, then I can get it removed. If they send that letter and it doesn't give you the right to come get your personal belongings and tell you where, it's just all these things that repossession companies have to do that they don't. So that's number one. Number two, there's a second letter they have to send out. After they repossess the car, they have to send you a letter that says, we have the car, here's where it is, here's how much money you owe, and here's how to get your stuff out. If they don't send that letter, the whole thing's illegal. We can throw it out and get compensation. If they miss one little thing in that letter, that's only letter two. Then there's a third letter that's required to be sent. That's after an auction takes place. Dave, Mike, I mean, how many companies do you think even send all three of these letters to begin with?
I don't think it's in the first letter.
Yeah, right. Not a lot of them. And so it's not even just the existence of these letters, knowing to look for them, knowing what to look for when you find them is there's probably 100 different avenues to say we can attack a repossession or even a deficiency balance. So let's say it's not even just a repossession. It's just this company, now they're suing for a deficiency after a car was repossessed and sold at auction. There are a million different ways with these letters, with the amounts. Another thing too, this is a phrase you might hear. Repossessions have to be lawful and they cannot breach the peace. So what does that mean? You can't argue with someone. You can't in the middle of a fight take a car. You can't go behind a garage. You can't go behind a gate. You can't even go within a gated community. Let's say you're a tow truck and you're at a gated community and someone's in front of you, opens up that gate. If you follow them through, you have trespassed. You didn't have the right to be in that property. So then if you tow a truck or tow a car from that community, that's an illegal towing because you didn't have the right to be in that property. So that's another way. There are just so many avenues to attack the fundamental principles that underlie these actions, and they're all based upon laws. And if you don't know the laws, you don't know what to look for. So again, repossessions, I love seeing repossessions on credit reports, not because I love to, revel in someone's hardship, because I know that's someone I can likely help, because the parties that are on the other side, they're just motivated by profit and quickness, right? They want to take this car, sell it. They don't want to give you your rights, tell you your rights. And they certainly don't often follow the law, again, to a T, because the minute they step out of line, it gives us the strength to say, you must delete it. And if it doesn't, then we sue.
Now, when it comes to the Toro game, right? Another way you can go about doing that instead of financing your car, because as you saw, they're going to come repossess your car. Another way you can go about doing this is leveraging your credit to get a business credit card, right? Now, once you leverage your credit, get a business credit card, you can get a 0% interest business credit card. But most importantly, as you know, with a 0% interest business credit card, you don't have to, it's going to be 0% interest for 18 months, 24 months, depending on the terms with that specific business credit card. But you can liquidate that business credit card, right? And buy the car cash. And you just got to pay the business credit card back, right? But the payment is going to be much lower than your monthly payment with the 12% interest, all right? Now, I wouldn't tell nobody to get a $10,000 credit card a $10,000 card, $20,000 card. Hey, start with the economy card, roughly between $5,000 to $10,000, right? And then continue working with that. And as that is making you money, then of course get the $20,000, $30,000 or $40,000 car, but start with the economy cars first.